Rest in Peace plot summary. Netflix released Rest in Peace, Descanser en Paz, this week. It is about an Argentinian businessman who has fallen into financial debt and is on the verge of losing his business and potentially his family when a wealthy real estate mogul who has organized crime ties threatens him and his family if he does not return a massive debt to him in just a few days. A true-life incident occurs that gives Sergio the idea to save his family. There's just an even greater cost to what he must do in exchange. Why is Sergio in so much debt? The details are never really there in that sense. We know Sergio runs a warehouse business, maybe like an import-export kind of business. His wife, son, and daughter seem to have a good life with multiple houses, but it is all going to come crashing down on them soon. It seems like Sergio got in over his head and is stuck in a rob Peter to pay Paul sort of scenario, thus never getting him out of debt. Who is Hugo? And what is his ultimatum for Sergio? Hugo is a wealthy businessman who is owed money by Sergio. He threatened Sergio in a very calm, subtle way, stating, "Do you love yourself? Do you love your family? Then you'll have my money by Monday," conveying to him that he could have him killed if he did not have their family. It is never stated but implied that Hugo has organized crime ties as someone delivers an envelope to Sergio, in which there are photos of his wife and kids at school. It is Hugo's head game to let him know he needs to pay up or all of this will be taken from him. What happens that changes things? As it seems like Sergio's days are numbered, a different kind of tragedy takes place. The true event of the 1994 car bombing in Argentina was that it killed 85 people and injured 200. It took place at the Argentine-Israeli Mutual Association. To this day, it is the biggest terrorist attack in Argentinian history. Sergio survives the attack but has an idea to flee the country and make it seem like he was killed, thus allowing his family to collect the life insurance he has to help them get out of debt. He does that and he flees to Paraguay to start a new life. Who does Estela develop a relationship with? In a weird turn of events, Estela, Sergio's wife, moves on in life from Sergio. However, through Hugo, she learns that the debt is forgiven, as he was told that Sergio was on his way to pay him back, but was killed in the bombing. This, of course, is not true, but it helps them break free. However, Estela and Hugo develop a sort of platonic relationship, but due to his wealth, he is able to take over and be a caretaker for the family. What does Sergio do in Paraguay? Once in Paraguay, Sergio befriends a dog, gets a job at an appliance store, and starts sleeping with his boss. 15 years pass, and the creation of social media happens. So he tracks his family down. Realizing his daughter is about to get married, he decides to move on from his life in Paraguay and head back to Argentina. He leaves his love affair behind, his dog eventually passes away, and he knows he has long hair and a beard. Nobody will notice him, right? How does his family find out Sergio is alive? Sergio follows his family around the city for a few days. He spies on Estela and sees his son out at a convenience store. His son glances at him a few times, but not much is made of it. Then, at the wedding, Sergio sneaks into the ceremony and sits at the back of the church. He locks eyes with his son again, but with his sunglasses on, as well as his long hair and beard, he doesn't recognize him. Then, Sergio's daughter walks in, and his eyes well up with tears. But it is there that he sees Hugo, a man who once threatened his family's well-being, is now the father figure of his family as he walks his daughter down the aisle. Sergio returns to his hotel and plans to kill himself. He has lost all that matters to him. He then decides that he should actually go back to the wedding and kill Hugo. Sergio finds his way into the reception but goes and hides in the bathroom until Hugo eventually comes in. With a gun in hand, Sergio plans to jump out of a bathroom stall and shoot him down, but his son walks in to talk to Hugo. Sergio then goes out to the reception and puts on a goofy mask that conceals some of his face. He drinks a lot and then goes out to the dance floor and dances obnoxiously. He gets close to his daughter, but not too close, but Estella sees him. They lock eyes, and even through the mask, Estella makes out who it is, and she looks like she's seen a ghost. Sergio staggers outside, but Estella calls to him. Sergio turns around as he hears his name called. But it's too late. Hugo shoots Sergio dead, and as he dies, he imagines the times with his family years ago, when things were better.